He suddenly collapsed. There was no warning, not a single word about being in pain. This is a commonality among those who pass away from a heart attack. It comes quietly, without any notice. Even a person who seemed perfectly fine can lose their life in a fraction of a second. But did you all know that this fatal heart attack actually begins decades earlier? Today's video isn't just simple health information. It could be the crucial clue that saves your life. This is a story that hospitals will never tell you. With just this one video today, your vascular health can completely change. If you have a family history of heart disease or are worried about your cholesterol levels, please watch until the end. I will now reveal 5 foods that cleanse your blood vessels, more powerfully than medicine. Hello, this is Health Info Channel. Are there any of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please subscribe and like right below. Now, wishing you all good health, Health Info Channel begins now. The #1 cause of death worldwide is heart disease. Many people think cancer is the scariest disease. But are you saying heart disease is more dangerous? The heart slowly gets sick without a sound. Even if it looks fine on the outside, the vessels inside are slowly clogging, hardening, and eventually, the heart reaches its limit. Cardiac arrest is when the heart suddenly stops. This is mainly because the blood vessels narrow, cutting off the blood supply. After the age of 50, blood vessels gradually become blocked, and in many cases, people collapse suddenly without any symptoms. That's why managing it in advance is essential. In our country, the death rate from heart disease is increasing every year, and it is emerging as the most dangerous disease for both middle-aged men and women, especially after their 50s. According to statistics from the Ministry of Health and Welfare in 2023, an average of 61 people die from heart disease every day, and more than half of them lose their lives before reaching the hospital. Is heart disease that scary of a disease? The scariest thing is that there are no symptoms. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. These 3 progress silently, and then one day suddenly stop the heart. But there is hope. As frightening and deadly as heart disease is, a surprising 80% of it is preventable. That's right, through food and lifestyle habits. The answer is hidden in the foods we eat mindlessly every day. Hospitals don't tell you this. But these 5 foods from nature begin to cleanse your blood vessels even before medicine. I'll tell you one by one now. These are amazing foods that heal blood vessels. The first is whole perilla seeds. When you think of perilla seeds, did you just think of the powder? In fact, perilla seeds are a whole grain food packed with nutrients inside the husk. It is rich in alpha-linolenic acid, which protects the heart. This is a type of omega-3 fatty acid, and is effective in reducing inflammation in blood vessels and lowering bad cholesterol. In fact, in a study conducted by one of the well-renowned universities in the world, Department of Food and Nutrition, adults with high cholesterol, who consumed 10 jars of whole perilla seeds daily for 8 weeks, showed an average decrease of over 15% in their triglyceride levels. Their blood pressure also stabilized, and it was confirmed that their vascular function improved. In addition, perilla seeds are rich in antioxidants such as selenium, vitamin E, and luteolin, which prevent vascular aging and protect the heart from inflammation. However, the important thing is that if you just swallow whole perilla seeds, they are not easily digested and can be expelled with the husk. So the best way is to roast and grind them, or to chew 1 spoonful thoroughly on an empty stomach in the morning. This is because the husk breaks down, allowing the antioxidants inside to be absorbed. The act of chewing itself is also beneficial to health. Saliva secretion increases, and digestive enzymes are activated, causing blood sugar to rise slowly, which reduces the burden on blood vessels. However, when roasting perilla seeds, do not roast them for too long. Roast them briefly on low heat, and it is best to store roasted perilla seeds in the refrigerator. This is because omega-3s are easily oxidized. From now on, drink a glass of warm water on an empty stomach in the morning and chew a spoonful of perilla seeds thoroughly. With this simple habit, your blood vessels will slowly start to get cleaner. The second is perilla oil. You drink oil? Won't that clog your blood vessels? I get this question a lot, but perilla oil is different. Raw perilla oil contains over 60% omega-3 fatty acids, making it excellent for reducing inflammation in the blood vessels and lowering blood triglyceride and LDL cholesterol levels. In fact, the American Heart Association has announced that regular consumption of plant-based omega-3s can reduce the risk of a heart attack by up to 30%. You should choose raw perilla oil that has been cold-pressed, not roasted. Try drinking a spoonful of fresh, unoxidized perilla oil on an empty stomach or use it as a salad dressing. In particular, drinking a spoonful of perilla oil after a glass of warm water on an empty stomach in the morning helps with blood circulation and can completely solve severe constipation. The third is flaxseed. Flaxseed is called an essential food for heart health in Europe and the United States. It is rich in plant-based omega-3s, lignans, and dietary fiber. All three of these act as blood vessel cleaners. According to a study by one of the prestigious universities in USA, the group that consistently consumed 1 to 2 tablespoons of flaxseed per day had a more than 20% lower incidence of cardiovascular disease. However, since the husk is hard, it's not absorbed well if eaten whole, so grinding it is key. The recommended way to consume it is to mix flaxseed powder into unsweetened yogurt or soy, milk, and eat it in the morning. Eating it this way is also good for blood sugar control and provides a feeling of fullness, which helps with dieting. The fourth is nuts. Nuts are delicious, but are you worried you'll gain weight if you keep eating them? Yes, nuts are quite high in calories. However, if you eat a moderate amount, about a handful a day, it can actually help with weight management. The healthy fats and dietary fiber in nuts keep you feeling full for a long time. This reduces unnecessary snacking and has the effect of stabilizing blood sugar. Also, walnuts, almonds, cashews, and pecans are rich in omega-3s, magnesium, and vitamin E, which lower blood pressure and restore the flexibility of blood vessel walls. In particular, walnuts are high in plant-based omega-3s, and almonds are a representative nut that lowers bad cholesterol levels. A research team at the University of Barcelona in Spain announced that high-risk patients who consumed a handful of nuts daily had a 28% lower incidence of cardiovascular disease. They should be raw nuts without added salt or sugar, and it's best to eat within a handful, about 25 g to 30 g per day. The fifth is avocado. Avocado? Isn't that a lump of fat? There are many misunderstandings like this, but the fat in avocados is unsaturated fatty acid, especially oleic acid, which is a good fat that protects the heart. According to a study by the UCLA Center for Human Nutrition, people who ate avocados 3 to 4 times a week had significantly lower levels of bad cholesterol and maintained high levels of good cholesterol. In addition, its potassium content is higher than that of a banana, making it effective in stabilizing blood pressure. You can enjoy avocado simply and deliciously in a salad, as a smoothie with eggs and bananas, or on toast. So far, we have looked at 5 foods that protect heart health together. From whole perilla seeds to perilla oil, flaxseed, nuts, and avocados, just by consistently practicing each one, your blood vessels can become healthier and healthier. Please remember that heart disease does not happen overnight, and what's most important is consistency and correct habits. Please protect your heart with small actions starting today. I hope you take care of yourselves, as I've told you today, and always stay healthy. If there is a topic you would like to know about, please leave it in the comments. If the video was helpful, please subscribe, set up notifications, and share the video with the precious people around you. I will come back next time with healthy information. Have a healthy and enjoyable day today. Thank you.